Did she lose her mind? Oh my god. Insanity runs in this family, clearly. And we're done. Oh my god. Is this book worth the hype? Let's find out. So for the last couple days, I've been in a mood for a mystery or a thriller book. But every time I get in the mood, or every time I think about what I want to read right now, it's always in the evenings, and then I get the urge to read a mystery thriller. But I'm also a scaredy cat, so I can't start mystery thrillers at night. And so today, it's currently 11:18. I am going to start reading The Housemaid, and that is literally all that I'm planning to do today. I'm going to read this entire book. If you like mystery thrillers, if you like reading and are in the book world, like on Bookstagram, Book Talk, Booktube, whatever, you've probably heard of The Housemaid. That's how I found out about this book as well. And so this is like, everybody talks about this a lot, and so it's really, really hyped up. But I am excited to try. I have read a lot of mystery thrillers in general, and I do love mystery thriller books. So I am excited. I am hoping this is going to be a fast-paced, like, it's going to shock me. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be like, there's going to be like a twist or two that is going to be something I don't predict. I have read another book by this author, Freida McFadden, and that one was The Boyfriend. I think that came out last year. And so when I read that, I was shocked by the twist because I had not predicted it. And so I'm hoping this will also do that. I don't know much about it. Obviously, from the name, I have an inkling of what the book is going to be like. I'm guessing like, what's that movie? Was it Knives Out? Like Knives Out vibes, like, yeah, like there's a maid and like she's seeing things, and I'm guessing it's going to be a rich family, obviously. Yeah. And like, I mean, yesterday at night, because I was in such a mood to read a mystery thriller, I did read the prologue of it and made myself stop so that I could fall asleep. But so I know a little bit about the beginning, and like, yeah, there's like stuff in the attic, bodies in the attic, bodies, I don't know. They did find one body, but then by the end of the prologue, it was like, there's something else in the attic that is not normal. So, yeah. Excited to read. Let's get started. Okay, I just finished chapter 3. I'm on chapter 4 now. Millie just got to the house. She got the job. She's moving in. I don't understand. Like, I'm like trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she's going into a house that she doesn't know anyone. To the room that she's given, locks from the outside, doesn't have a window that opens. Like, I'm sorry, what? And this is like the first 28 pages. And she doesn't leave? Like, I mean, I get it. Her situation before this was much worse. She was living in her car, whatever. But like, if the room locks only from the outside, if there are scratches on the door that looks like somebody was trying to scratch the door to try to get out, and there's a window that won't open, and there's another co-worker at the house who has literally told her that there's danger. Any interaction, however small she's had with him, he has just warned her away. And she still continues. Let's continue. I mean, I do assume she is going to be fine though, technically, with the prologue being that, you know, the police are there and like they found stuff in the attic, which is her room. They found a body in the attic, which is her room. Like, yeah, if that's the prologue, I'm guessing she'll be fine in the end. But I am interested to see what she digs up, basically. But yeah, so far in terms of the other characters, I feel like, yes, Nina seems like manic and like bipolar and like has like split personality, as Millie said. But Andrew seems off as well. Like, he didn't do anything. He was like perfectly fine. But Nina's reaction to him was making me feel like he's suspicious. And yeah, we'll see. Gonna binge read a little more. And if it does get scary at some point, which I feel like it probably will, I'm gonna go down to a cafe or something because I need coffee again. Yeah. Okay, continuing. Okay, chapter 5 has convinced me even more that Andrew is suspicious, and literally him saying the entire time, like, it's sounding like he's saying something and then Millie's writing it off as him being like oblivious, or him being like, yeah, oblivious, asking her to join them for dinner when he knows, or like that he doesn't know that Nina would not want that. And then even before that, like, saying that Millie's like saving them because she can cook and Nina can't, and like comparing the two, and like Millie's thinking that he's an idiot for doing that, but I have a feeling he's doing that on purpose. And like, even like, Millie mentioned that she saw photos where like Nina looked really different like a few years ago and stuff. And I think that's like the toll that like Andrew had that effect on her, because he's playing mind games. Like, I'm very suspicious of him. So we'll see. I was right. I just finished chapter 12. I'm on page 68. And Millie just checked Nina's medicine cabinet and found a medicine. And it is basically an antipsychotic medication used to treat schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, delirium, agitation, and acute psychosis. So, yeah, makes sense. Her behaviors were seeming that way. But yeah, I am still suspicious of Andrew. And yeah, we'll see. But so far, yeah. Okay, I am now on chapter 19. I'm on page 102. Finished this much of the book so far. I'm confused. What I said before about her, like, the door closes from the outside, the window doesn't open, all of this, and like, why is she not leaving? It makes sense. She's out on parole and not completely, like, and she was violating her parole by sleeping in her car and not having a job, and she would have had to go back in for 5 years. So it makes sense why she was taking everything as benefit of the doubt and just, turning a blind eye to all the very, very noticeable issues that were happening in the house. Everybody sounds insane. Nina and Cecilia definitely just their actions themselves. But Andrew just, I don't know what it is about him, but I am not getting the right vibe from him. And like, I feel like even like the author is like purposely trying to make us like sympathize with him and like see like he's this bad person. And like the last chapter that I just read, chapter 18 I think, was like her like actively scaring Millie, and like, but also Millie's action, I was just like so confused. Like, why has her first thought been that like she, like, when she didn't see Andrew come out after Nina and Andrew's fight, like when she didn't see him, like she was like, what if Nina murdered him? And like, that's why she wouldn't leave. Like, she would risk her job to make sure he was alive. Like, that is already a big thing, especially since she's on parole. And if she leaves this job, then she has, again, no place to stay, violating her parole, and all of that stuff. And so that, but at the same time, like, her thought going to murder straight away, like, it's just weird. Yeah, everybody seems crazy. So that's where I'm at right now. Gonna keep reading. Found out that the reason Nina was at a mental hospital was because she tried to drown Cecilia in a tub when she was younger. That is insane. But the key thing that I'm seeing here is she tried to drown her and she took a bunch of pills herself, and that Andrew was in the picture. That is what's bothering me. Andrew was in the picture. He was the one who was at his office, and he's the one who called the police to check on them because he couldn't reach Nina. if he wasn't in the picture, if it was just them, then definitely. But because he was in the picture, I don't know why I have this feeling that she was doing this to get away from Andrew, like to protect herself. And then she couldn't, and so she was locked up, and so she's been so drugged up, has been drugged up continuously since her time at the mental hospital, that she's not able to do anything anymore, and has just like taken her situation for what it is in a way, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I do think there is something fishy about that. Also, just what is Millie doing? Like, I get it, you have a crush on this married man, but like, it's just so dumb. And like, he literally seems like he's playing her into it. Like, the hand holding at the kitchen was just not necessary. So yeah. And like, even when Enzo was in the house and he was telling her that she should get out and that it's dangerous, while looking fearfully upstairs, like, she just assumed that was about Nina, but I think that was about Andrew. So we will see. But I've read this much. I'm on page 120, a little more than 200 pages to go. Oh my god, this guy. I am now page 137, chapter 26. They just went to the Broadway show, which, did she lose her mind? Like, he's clearly setting her up. Like, oh my god. And like, also finding out, like, one, seeing the dresses that Nina gave her already felt very suspicious, because why does she have size 6 dresses if she's a size 14 and has been for the last many years? And also, when she tried them on for the Broadway show, why did it fit? Like, the way it's written, like, it literally says, it fits me so perfectly, I couldn't have found something better if I'd bought it specifically for myself. Like, I'm getting like Get Out vibes. If you've seen the movie, like, then you'll know, like, it literally feels like they're like grooming her to be his next victim. Like, I don't know, like, Andrew, just something about him is rubbing me the wrong way. But yeah, even at the dinner, like, one, we find out that before they met, Nina and Andrew, Nina used to work 2 jobs and she was a single mom, and she was like very hardworking and all of that. And so if she didn't have these mental issues like schizophrenia and like psychosis and stuff before she met him, then the only reason she has it now is because there was a psychotic break that, like, there was a situation that caused a psychotic break for her to have this. And I think that is Andrew. Like, that has something to do with Andrew. And so, yeah. Also, 2 other things that they mentioned. One, he mentioned that the house was built before they were married, before they ever met. And so not the basement, the attic, with the door locking from the outside and the window being shut, all of that has been there since then, because that was not renovated. And he was engaged to someone right before he married Nina. So I'm wondering what happened there. I don't know why I have this feeling like maybe Nina was also someone who was working for Andrew and the woman that he was engaged to, I guess, or whatever. And so Nina became the next one. And now Nina is kind of preparing Millie to be the next one. Also, the one thing that has confirmed or like solidified the fact for me that Andrew is not this good, great guy that he's being portrayed as is the fact that he brought up that they haven't had sex since the fertility appointment. Like, why would you say that to your housekeeper? That is... One, why would you take your housekeeper on a Broadway plus French restaurant, like expensive French restaurant dinner, like all these things, hold her hand in the way that he did, but also tell her this? Like, he is not... I am suspicious of him. But anyways, we continue. Also, the fact that they had 2 bottles of wine when he has to drive back, like, that just seems a ploy. Like, He's literally just trying to get her to that hotel room. Like, and she's just going along with it. Like, obviously, I don't know her backstory. I don't know why she was in prison for 10 years and was supposed to be there for actually 15 years. But like 15 years is a long time, especially like the number of crimes you can do or like number of things you can be charged for 15 years in prison. Like, they're like big things, right? So I am like, obviously I don't know Millie's story, so I don't know if she's a good person, if it was a mistake or what it was. But like the way she is being, she's not a great person either. So yeah. Okay, they have officially started an affair, not an affair. They had that one time thing, but whatever. And we just find out that Nina knew that Millie had gone to prison. And she said it in front of Andrew, so now he knows as well. Unless he already knew, which I do feel like he would. He would know that already. So, but yeah, I'm 150 pages in, almost halfway there. Will keep you guys updated. But so far, not scary. Like, I'm not feeling scared at all. Everybody just seems suspicious of things. And at the same time, it's just like, I can't make predictions of what's gonna happen because I don't know what. At this point, I do feel like the body in the attic that is found in the prologue is maybe Enzo. That's the vibe I'm getting. And I don't know what else they're gonna find in the attic, but we'll see. But I do think Andrew, yeah. Also, we find out that Andrew doesn't like Enzo. And yeah, at that point, for some reason, I thought, what if Enzo's like a detective, like a, you know, what is it called when they're like on a stakeout, but it's like a long mission and they're like using a cover name and stuff. Like, he's like playing a role. Like, he's like, that's why he like stays at their yard more than the others, because he's like trying to get evidence to put them away. Or like put him away. I do think it's Andrew that he's scared of. Or like not scared of, but like Andrew's the one that's dangerous. So yeah. Anyways, let's continue. I have not read for the last hour. I was just watching reels. And so I'm gonna go to a cafe because I need to get out of this bed or I'm gonna fall asleep or just continue watching reels for the next couple hours. And so I'm gonna go to a cafe, get some coffee, and continue reading. So I'm like basically halfway done. What is she doing? Why do I feel like Millie is like insane or like mad? Like, all this stuff happening, like, he's making Nina leave the house. Sounds insane. Like, the fact that it's happening. Like, the fact that he's like making such big changes after one night with me. Like, that's crazy. Also the fact that, like, yes, Cece is not his child, but he has raised her for the last many years, and to make this decision so lightly just seems insane. I cannot. I knew it. It's Andrew. He's the one. Yeah. And I knew Enzo knows more English than he was letting on. Also just thought about this, like he made all these decisions and kicked her out of the house and replaced her with Millie when he doesn't, like according to Millie, he doesn't know what she did to land in prison. Seems even more suspicious because of that. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. I just got to this part. Oh my god. Part 2. I was right. Also, it's starting with Nina's perspective, which is insane. I knew Nina was good. She said, "My first real smile in almost 8 years. I can't believe I finally got rid of that asshole." I was right. I predicted it, but it's still been fun getting to this point. So I knew this is literally what I said, like she groomed Millie to replace herself, and yeah, like Get Out level shit, like this was the plan. Oh my god. I knew it. She worked for him. She was a receptionist at his company. Oh my god. Hello, I am back home. It is almost 6 p.m. I am on page 252. I've read this much. I have this much left. The cafe started playing music and they were playing like early 2010s songs like DJ God is Falling in Love and all of those things. And that was not the vibe of this book, obviously. And so I was not able to concentrate. And so I left. Yeah. Insane. I mean, I knew I was very right and I predicted so much of it. Like, I knew her psychotic break was because of him. I just didn't realize, or like I didn't predict that it was not true and that he had made all that happen and like set all that up. And I literally feel so bad. I mean, I feel so bad for Nina, but I also feel so bad for Cecilia because there was this one part that literally kind of like broke my heart. It was like about the dresses. Yeah. If Cecilia does something unacceptable, I'm the one who gets punished. He has purchased a wardrobe of itchy, frilly dresses that she hates, that the other children make fun of her for wearing, but she knows if she doesn't wear them or gets them dirty, her mother will disappear for days. So she obeys. Like, She is a child. She's like what? 8 years old? 9 years old? They've been married for 7 years now, and so yeah, 8, 9 years old maximum. So yeah. Also finding out that she is allergic to peanut butter, even though he told Millie that she wasn't, like that's insane to me. Yeah, he's an insane guy. I predicted that. I knew something was wrong about him and it was about him. Yeah, insane. Yeah. Also, like I'm at the point now where Nina's told Enzo everything and he saw her, like he came and almost like tried to break down the door and all of that, and now they're like planning to do something so she can leave Andrew. And so I'm guessing obviously that will fail. But yeah, I just read the back. I hadn't read the back before, but it literally says, but the Winchesters don't know who I really am. They don't know what I'm capable of. So clearly, I mean, obviously from the prologue, we know she's not the one who dies, and the dead body in the attic or whatever they see is not her. So yeah, something's gonna happen. I mean, obviously we're gonna get to know, because now we know we left off Millie in the attic in the present, but right now we're going through Nina's story and like the 8 steps or whatever to get rid of her husband. But yeah, one of the reviews says you will not see the ending coming. I am excited and hopeful. Like I have obviously been predicting so many of the things right since I started this book, even though I had not read the back or like known anything about this book. But yeah, I feel like now that I'm reading this, it says from behind closed doors she sees everything. Now that I'm reading this, like I'm feeling like maybe she knew something. She knew, I don't know, there's like something Millie knew. She's not as naive as we've thought so far. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm on page 252, chapter 48. We are on step 7. She's gonna try to escape with Enzo, but I don't think that's gonna work, so we will see. I was right about it being like a get out situation. She found a replacement for herself. My goodness. Oh. She let her roots grow because she knew that the attic was occupied, so he couldn't take her there again. And she treated Millie like crap, even though it didn't come easily to her, because she is a nice person, or she was at least before Andrew. And needing to get out is more important than being nice to her. Okay, we're back in Millie's point of view, but before that, also part 3, yeah, I feel like the reason Nina was okay with letting Millie be her replacement is because, like she said even to Enzo in the chapter before this, that it's because she's a criminal. I think whatever she did to be in prison for 10 to 15 years, whatever, is the reason she thinks it's okay for Millie to be the replacement, and that she doesn't, or that she deserves to be the replacement, I guess. So, interested to see what happens. But yeah, we're finally in the present. Now we know everything that happened with Nina, and I'm at Millie's point of view again. So, let's see what she did to land up in the attic her first time in this way. So, the textbooks. So I guess her mistake was the fact that she went to prison. And so he's going to teach her a lesson about that, punish her for that. The fact that she went to prison before she met him. I don't know. Oh, okay. It's not that she went to prison. It's that she took books out of the bookcase and then didn't put them back. Oh my god. This man is insane. Oh my god. Nina left the pepper spray. Yep. Millie was in jail for prison. She was in jail for murder. Which makes sense because 10 to 15 years, like... Okay. Okay. I didn't predict exactly what would happen, but this is just great. Okay. I am liking Millie now. And obviously, from the beginning, like, I knew there is a reason she went to prison and that, like, it's probably a big thing because it was 10 to 15 years. But at the same time, like, I could see that, like, it wasn't like she was evil. And so this just confirms it. Like, the line just, like, at the end of chapter 53, it's just like, I hired her to kill him. She just doesn't know it yet. Oof, so good. Yeah. So the body in the attic is probably him, Andrew, and that, yeah, because she gave her the copy of the room, a copy of the key for the attic, so that Millie can lock him there, and also the bottle of pepper spray in the bucket, which Millie just used, so... Ah, it feels so vindicating. She's making him say sorry for what he did. Okay, at least the good thing is that it's not like scary. Like, I'm not like... Actually, I don't know. Maybe at night I'm gonna be like scared about sleeping with the door closed. But I'm not sure if there is like more twists coming. Like, obviously nobody's dead yet, but we know from the prologue there's going to be a dead body at the end. But like, there's like 30 pages to go. I'm like on page 298, like a little over 30 pages. And it's almost like, you can see it's getting dark. And so I'm just like racing against time to finish this before it's dark, because then I'm gonna feel a bit more freaked out. So, and scared. So, yeah, trying to finish this ASAP. Also because I want to know what happens. Does he end up dying in the attic? God, I hope so. Oh no, she's gonna be the one dying. Oh my god. I swear to God, if Nina's the one who's dead in the attic. Okay. And he's dead. Okay. What? Okay. Okay, Nina. Turning out to be the best character in the book. Oh my god, the person in the prologue was her. Was Nina, not the maid. Not Millie. Did they ever say Millie's name? Okay, there is a flaw in this plan that Millie wasn't at the house for a week, that she gave her the week off because a car was on the street. Like, any police doing a check would find that. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. A grown man managed to get himself locked in a room in the attic without his phone, even though the room only locks from the outside. And he also randomly decided to pull out 4 of his teeth. We found Kathleen. Oh my god. Also very lucky and very coincidental that the police that happens to be on her case is the one who is Kathleen's dad. So I guess I'll give it. They deserve it, so it's fine. I knew it was his mom. I knew it. He's that way because of her. Oh my god. Insanity runs in this family, clearly. As soon as there was like that one chapter where I think Nina was like, I don't like his mom, but he seems to want her approval really bad or whatever. Like there was that one line. I knew it was her. Crazy. Okay, epilogue. We're almost done. Yeah, it is like nighttime now, sunset. And we're done. Oh my god. Ah! What happened? Nothing happened. I finished it. Definitely predicted a lot, as you can tell. But yeah, did not predict a lot of things. I mean, the entire time I was making predictions, I was thinking Millie was the one whose point of view we were at in the prologue, but it was Nina. And obviously that was done deliberately by the author, since until part 2 came, we didn't even have any other POV except Millie's. So obviously I thought that. And then, but yeah, knew something was wrong with Andrew from the get-go. He is insane. His family is insane. His mother is insane. I don't know how her husband never caught on to that. That is also a crime, in my opinion. She lucked out with they both lucked out with the police having connections, one, and then also just being the one person who knows sort of what Andrew's like, because his daughter dated him. And yeah, but other than that, very fun, very like a good fast-paced read. Finished it in a day, so definitely a good bingeable read. I did predict a lot, so I think more of a 4-star, definitely. I'm glad that it ended the way it did. I am excited about the next book, but I do feel like it's definitely going to be less than this, because now it's like she is going into it knowing what she's been hired for, I guess. And at the same time, I know as a reader what she's getting into, and also what she is capable of. And so yeah, I think it will be different with that, but I'm sure the author has probably thought of that, and that's why there will be twists and stuff that I'm probably not going to get. So yeah, excited at some point to read the next book in this series. But yeah, this was fun. This doesn't make sense though for me, and like from behind closed doors she sees everything. Like she didn't see shit. She saw what Nina wanted her to see. But yeah, I think that was it. I don't think I have any more thoughts. But yeah, crazy psychopath and crazy psychopath mother. Anyways, good book. I enjoyed it. I think it did give me, or it did satisfy the thriller mystery vibes I was craving. So good. Anyways, excited to read more of Freida McFadden's works. This series, like the next book in the series, but also like her other books, because I've heard they're good. And yeah, if there is any book by her or any mystery thriller book that you would like to recommend, please let me know. But anyways, that was all for this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.